I'm telling you, like, people be sleeping on not only a candidate for anime of the season, but if Kowloon keeps it up, it's a contender for anime of the year. It's that good. Mind blowingly engaging. In every episode, you simultaneously have a romance that is completely different than your average run of the mill romance stories, on top of one of the best mysteries you can follow this season alongside Apocalypse Hotel, another show that is criminally underwatched. One of two things is probably happening right now. Our girl Reiko is an imposter, that she has took over, whether that's because of AI, whether that's because of memories, whether that's because of amnesia. And everyone else is right, and this is what reality should look like, or they're gonna bamboozle us and everyone else is fake and she's real. I don't know which one they will commit to, but one thing is for sure. When you start episode 1 with a newscast talking about a thing in the sky that you can upload your memories to, and everything else since that moment has talked about nostalgia and memories and yearning for things no longer here. Knowing that this should be destroyed if we go off of our own world, but then you see smartphones and everything like this. Like, timeline-wise, this isn't supposed to mirror our own. It is way more advanced than it should be. But Jesus Christ, to have our boy say, I hate you, that he doesn't love her, it's heartbreaking because if you put yourself in his shoes, this isn't my girl, but I have to experience someone who looks damn near identical to her, but is the complete different person. It's pretty justified, but when you put yourself in her shoes, and she legitimately seems to love Kudo, but can't be the person that he apparently loves, no matter how you look at it, this is the most tragic as hell story that you're probably not watching. I got full live reactions over on Patreon. You want to support my work, see my full thoughts on this greatness over there exclusively. So, I don't know what the punchline will be. Because even, we've probably predicted the punchline at this point, but to get there and what it will mean by the end, I think is impossible to accurately predict. Every character has more or less now acknowledged she's not who they know. You have Creepy Snake Tongue, who sticks his snake tongue down her throat. Kudo has a reasonable crash out over this. You have the guy that he's sleeping with, who ends up talking with her, saying that, yeah, but you're not right. You're not real. You're not the person I've known. You just look like it. It's like, oh, okay. Kudo going into her apartment, seeing it mostly look the same, but there's these differences. The first time he went over, she would keep water in the fridge overnight. She never had stuffed animals. This time, she doesn't keep water in the fridge overnight, but there's watermelon. There is stuffed animals. It's like, it's similar. And I think if this was not meant to be a mystery, like she just had amnesia, there's enough argument to be made that you could fall in love with her again. Yeah, it's different, and yeah, it would hurt, but, you know, it doesn't feel like a fake trying to impose. This is a situation where I can't tell. I'm almost waiting for it to be the punchline that everything is fake and not her. Like, she's, like, stuck in a reality sort of mind and everything else is, like, artificial, but I don't know, because I know there was these comments last week, why is the voice so different from her when she was herself versus now? It does still sound like the same VA to me. Now, I haven't looked into it, but given how voice actors do a lot of different voices, to me it still sounds in the ballpark. And I think when you look at it, like, even if you compare your own voice when you were less confident to more confident, there can be that massive change. And given the boldness of her personality in the past versus her more timid nature now, she does feel like a different person at face value, and in return, I would expect her voice to match that. And interestingly enough, both of them are actually quite different. Kudo was a lot more restricted, a lot more embarrassed, a lot more fumbly, versus the cool, calm, and collected attitude he has now. It's almost like he was very much influenced on, you know, Reiko in the past, and now that's why he represents who he is now, where it's the complete opposite in terms of how she used to be versus now. The fact that the world, though, feels like it's going against her, feeling like you don't belong, you are out of place, you're not who you say you are, makes me feel like we are going to go the simulation route, given the thing in the sky, uploading memories to the cloud, this, that, and the third. But I'm almost wondering if it's going to be like a situation of, this was designed for nostalgia, this was designed to be this, like, eternal paradise, blah blah blah. And for whatever reason, her memory was unaltered. She was the genuine thing, and that's why she's so, she's the type of person who wants to try lemon chicken. She's the type of person who wants to buy that new aquarium, right? This is a world that's all about going to the same locations, going to the same spots, doing the same thing because the nostalgia, the routine. We do have our boy, though. He's made a lot of comments about how he doesn't trust a lot of the companies behind things that are apparently there. And it's why I'm almost wondering if, like, everyone has truly been brainwashed and not knowing what's happening. And she, despite clearly not fitting into the role that was probably assigned to her, is going against it. I don't know. It's going to be something like that, in my opinion. And this is what makes it interesting, is you have this deep-rooted mystery on top of a tragic romance. And what's tragic is the fact that she says it, but I think he calls it out in a reasonable way. How do we know these feelings are actually her own, or if they're feelings because she has some voice in the back of her mind that says, I used to love you? Can you really... It's pain. It's actually tragic. And I think that's what makes it so, hopeless. It feels like there's no way this ends in a positive way, right? Like, if anything, we should probably expect a bittersweet ending at most. The production is insane. The voice actors are knocking it out of the park, especially our lead girl's VA, especially if that is just a singular voice actor. I mean, yeah, clones could be on the table, altered memories, simulation. There's a lot of things that could happen. Hell, maybe someone's just high on heroin in a back alley for all we know, and this is all in their head. It's all on the table, baby. All I know for sure is that this show has gone from running for Anime of the Season contender, but I think legitimately running for an Anime of the Year contender, because that's how good it currently is. And, people can say, oh, you're overhyping. I don't care. I don't want to hear your negativity, negative Nancy. I like it that much. I know I know some people don't like this, but I'm happy we're getting an ending for this one, because there's no way you can make me speculate this much and not deliver an ending like something like Train to the End of the World. Like, I am happy that we are getting an ending. Whether or not the ending will be good, time will tell. But either way, I am absolutely loving this one. I need to know everyone's thoughts and feelings, theories if you got any. If you don't know the source material, what are you thinking of the romance at face value and where you think it's going to go overall? Do let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new around here, of course, ring that bell, and like I mentioned, we got those full live reactions over on Patreon, and hey, while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. Alright, so today we got Kusho, Sebastian Price, Jewel, Akado, James, Aris Cotters, Justin Hayes, Amy, Alceum, and we also have JCBat21. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.